Hello students, today we shall discuss capacitors and capacitance. First of all, what is a capacitor? Come to the definition. A capacitor is a system of two conductors separated by an insulator. Okay, two conductors, in between them there is an insulator. Normally it is called a dielectric. Look here, this is a charge Q, this is a substance having charge Q, this is another substance having charge minus Q. Okay, let the potential V1 at this point is V1, potential at this point is V1, and potential at this point is V2. Okay, now you can easily understand that the more the difference between the charges, the more will be the difference between the potential or not. We can write it, the potential difference V is equal to V1 minus V2 will be directly proportional to the charge Q. You can see, the more the difference or more the magnitude of Q, then more will be the difference in potential between the substances. Okay, now I can write it as V is proportional to Q. V is the potential difference and Q is the charge on either substance. V is equal to Q by C, where C is the constant of proportionality. Here it is divided. Whether you multiply or divide, same thing, but here we have divided. Now C becomes Q by V. This C is called capacitance of the capacitor. Okay, first of all, what is a capacitor? Capacitor is a pair of conductors having opposite charges. Okay, and C is the capacitance of that capacitor, whose value is Q by V, where Q is the charge on either plate or either substance, and V is the potential difference between the substances. That's all. Now, the basic form of capacitance or basic form of capacitor or simplest form of capacitor is your parallel plate capacitor. What is a parallel plate capacitor? Very simple. Two parallel plates are there, and of course they are oppositely charged. This is positively charged and this is equally negatively charged. Okay, distance between them is D and area of each plate is A. Okay, now it will be called an ideal capacitor if these two plates are very close to each other. If these two plates are very close to each other, that means this D is very small in comparison to this area A. Got my point? This D is very small in comparison to this A. You can write it as D square is very smaller than A. Okay, now come to the operation. Now look, this is the capacitor. Of course, electric field will always be from positive to negative in this manner. Okay, first consider the outside region, that is the region 1 and region 2. Okay, in either region, suppose I am drawing here, this is the upper plate, that is this is lower plate. Okay, now this is positively charged, this is negatively charged. Okay, since the distance between the plates is very small, that means we can consider these plates to be infinitely charged or not, charged bodies. We have already gone through in Gauss's theorem, that application of Gauss's theorem, that charged surfaces having infinite area or infinite surface charge density. We have already gone through it. Here infinity means very large. Since this distance d between the plates is very small, so we can consider these areas to be very large. So electric field at this point due to this plate will be simply sigma by 2 epsilon naught formula, and it will be in upward direction, and because of this negative plate it will be of the same value but in downward direction, and both will cancel each other, and same is the case here also. That means electric field outside is always 0. So in the inside, so now this is in this direction and this is in this direction, both are in the same direction and each are having a value of sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Now sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught, total electric field is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught means into 2. This will total become sigma by epsilon naught. Got my point? So in between them the electric field will be sigma by epsilon naught. Look here. Okay. Now what is sigma? Of course sigma is our surface charge density of the plate. What is surface charge density? Total charge on the plate divided by area of the plate or not. So if I place in place of sigma, that is Q by A, now it becomes electric field. Okay, electric field becomes Q by epsilon naught A. Electric field is Q by epsilon naught A. Okay. We already know that electric field is nothing but negative potential gradient. What is negative potential gradient? Negative means minus. Potential gradient means V2 minus V1 by distance. Now already we know that this is V1, this is V2. Okay. And electric field is nothing but negative potential gradient. Potential gradient means change in potential by change in distance or position. Here the distance is d, that is distance between the plates. So V2 V1 V2 minus V1 minus, we can write it as V. Okay, potential difference. Here the negative sign actually does not matter. We are concerned only for the magnitude. Okay, V by d. So Q by epsilon naught A is equal to V by d. We have already derived E. Okay. Now Q by V is equal to epsilon naught A by d. Okay. So we already know that Q by V is nothing but C. Formula of C is Q by V. So from this we get C is equal to epsilon naught A by d. This is the formula for capacitance due to parallel plate capacitor. Okay, that's all. Now this was all about a capacitor having no dielectric in between the plates. Here we have considered to be the free space. Nothing is in between the plates. Now consider a dielectric is inserted between these plates. Let us see what happens then. We already know that if, now look, if suppose this is plate 1, this is plate 2, it is plus charged, it is minus charged. Now in between the plates one dielectric is inserted. If that dielectric is inserted, now this is plus, this is minus, and the electric field is going like this. This is external electric field. We can that is our E. But we have already known in the previous section that electric field inside the dielectric EI is equal to E, actually the formula was E by EI, E naught by EI is equal to epsilon R, where epsilon R is the dielectric constant. Okay. Now we want to know what is the resultant electric field inside the dielectric. Okay. Sorry. there is a little bit mistake. I have denoted this EI to be net electric field inside the dielectric. We already know that formula for epsilon r or dielectric constant is E naught by E net is equal to epsilon r. Here for E net I have written EI. Okay, that's all. So this implies EI is equal to E naught by epsilon r. Okay, this is the electric field inside the dielectric. Previously it was free space and inside electric field was E naught, that is simply E we have assumed here. Okay, here E naught is equal to E. Okay, E naught is E. Now what is the capacitance now? Okay, we have already known that electric field due to, that is E naught is equal to Q by epsilon naught A. We have already derived it in the previous topic. Now in place of E naught I can simply write, in place of, look here, EI is equal to Q by epsilon r epsilon naught A. From where did we get this? E naught is equal to epsilon naught A. Now if I multiply here, E naught is equal to epsilon r EI. Okay, so epsilon r EI is equal to Q by epsilon naught A. And if you transfer this epsilon r to the right side, EI will become Q by EI is equal to Q by epsilon r epsilon naught A. Okay, now EI is equal to Q by epsilon r epsilon naught A, and electric field is nothing but potential gradient, that is V by D. We are concerned with only the magnitude, that's why negative sign has been omitted. So Q by epsilon r epsilon naught A implies Q become Q by V. From this we can easily get Q by V is equal to epsilon r epsilon naught A by D, and Q by V is nothing but C, capacitance. Capacitance now becomes epsilon r epsilon naught A by D. So this is the capacitance in the presence of a dielectric. In the absence of dielectric it was epsilon naught A by D. In the presence of dielectric just epsilon r is getting multiplied, and this total of course is simply epsilon. Okay, permittivity, this is called permittivity. This is permittivity of free space, this is relative permittivity or dielectric constant. Okay, this is the difference. Okay, so much for today. Thank you.